This is Marcy Anderson with the Fishing Report for Southeast Kentucky. Surface water temperatures are variable on area lakes and reservoirs. On Lake Cumberland, water temperatures are running in the mid-70s and lake levels are continuing to fall. Dissolved oxygen levels near the dam are running low in the 45 to 85 feet deep range, with a slight improvement in oxygen levels at 90 to 100 feet. Striped bass fishing continues to be sporadic this year, but trolling alewives or shad is still your best option. Black bass anglers have been having some success catching bass on main lake points and small cuts using a variety of lures, including jigs and crankbaits. On the Cumberland tailwater, the Corps of Engineers continues to operate sluice gates to improve the water quality in the tailwater. They are operating turbines around the clock to get the lake levels down during the weekdays, but there is a reduction in flow on the weekends, which is making conditions a lot more favorable for anglers. We are seeing a lot of stock-sized rainbow trout in the tailwater right now, but we're also seeing good numbers of trout in the slot as well. Spinner baits, spoons, and power baits are some good options to try. On Cedar Creek Lake, water temperatures are running in the low 70s. Some bass have moved in shallower, but the majority are still holding a little bit deeper water along the margins of the weed beds. We're seeing decent numbers of crappie in shallower water away from the vegetation, so try targeting woody structures using minnows and jigs. Just a reminder, October 1st marks the start of the catch and release season on several streams in the area. Be sure to check the fishing guide to see which creeks are included in this regulation before you go. And remember, only artificial baits can be used on the catch and release streams during this season. So as always, good luck and good fishing.
This is Jeremy Shiflett with an update from the Northwest District. Fishing has been generally slow recently. We're in a bit of a seasonal transition period and the fish just aren't being very aggressive right now. Look for things to pick back up over the next few weeks as water temperatures cool and the fall feeding picks up. Both Rough and Nolan River lakes are near summer pool. They will begin discharging more than minimum flow in a few weeks. Bass fishing has been hit or miss. There have been some fish caught on topwater lures early and late, but everything is a bit scattered and slow. Crappie fishing is fair. Fish have been anywhere from 10 to 20 feet deep on structure, but even folks finding fish with live scope have had some trouble enticing them to bite. Channel catfish activity remains decent, with fish being caught in the tailwaters and tribs on night crawlers, liver, and prepared stink bait. At Lake Malone, the bite has been slow. Most fish are being caught on plastics, fished along the outside edge of the water willow, out to around 10 feet deep. Anglers are seeing more short fish and fish in the protected 12 to 15 inch slot than they are over 15s. The thermocline is about 10 to 12 feet deep, so there is very limited activity 12 feet and below. Crappie and catfishing has also slowed, but a few bluegill are still being caught on crickets and worms in the upper arms of the lake and in the creeks and coves. At Peabody WMA, catfishing and bass fishing remains fair to good depending on the lake and the day. In our state lakes, catfish are still biting in the evenings and overnight. Please remember to completely extinguish your fire and pick up your trash if you do stay and fish overnight. Bass fishing has been decent at Carpenter and Kingfisher Lakes. Target woody structure 4 to 8 feet deep with soft plastics and shallow running crankbaits. Again, look for the bite to pick up over the next few weeks as weather and water cools. We will be out conducting fish surveys over the next 2 months, so hope to have some good info for you come mid-October. Keep an eye out and say hi if you find us.
This is Tom with your fishing report from the Northeast. With fall weather settling into the region, fishing should be on the upswing as temperatures begin to drop. Before the leaves fall, now would be a good time to fish some district streams for smallmouth bass. Some seldom mentioned streams include Christie Creek and Triplet Creek in Rowan County, Middle Fork Red River in Powell County, and Fleming Creek in Fleming County. Fish near riffle complexes and deeper pockets of moving water. In the shallow water, you'll be using rebel craws and inline spinners, and in that deeper water, you'll be using grub-tipped jigs. Rock bass are also present in these streams. Fish rocky banks with a red worm, and you'll be looking at crevices and rocky ledges to land some of these fish. Speaking of streams, I've heard of a few reports out with folks having luck with muskie on district streams. This includes, of course, Tigris Creek, Kinnickinnick Creek, and Little Sandy, Licking, and Red Rivers. Cave Run Lake is sitting just below summer pool levels, and we've seen some more action from our muskie folks out on the water with these slightly cooler temperatures, fish slowies, and inline spinners and natural color baits. Trout stocking is set to start picking up in the next couple of weeks. We will be stocking all of our federal streams listed in the guide in the first half of October. This includes East Fork Indian, Middle Fork Red, Swift Camp, and Craney Creek. In addition, we will also be stocking up on Chimney Top Creek and Parchcorn Creek. If you're interested in assisting us with backpack trout stocking, please email Dancy Johnson at dancy.johnston@ky.gov. That should do it for us. Wherever you go, good luck and stay safe.
This is Caleb Bentley with the Kentucky Stocking Report. This week across Kentucky, we stocked cutthroat trout, brown trout, red ear sunfish, and muskie. The cutthroat and brown trout were both stocked in the Cumberland tailwaters. Red ear sunfish were stocked in Beaver Lake, Elmer Davis Lake, and Cave Run Lake. Muskie was stocked in Buckhorn Lake, Dewey Lake, Green River Lake, and Cave Run Lake. Good luck fishing and stay safe.